Dario and I'm Sabiha Samar. Here are today's top stories. A major petrochemical cluster in Uzbekistan's Bukhara region is gearing up to commence operations this fall. Representatives from the Chamber of Commerce and Industry recently inspected the construction progress of the facility, led by Acting Deputy Head Umid Bazilkhanov and Bukhara's new regional branch head Shaurukh Ali Sadilayev. The cluster, developed through Uzbek-Iranian joint venture Petrochem Seper, is estimated to cost $274 million. It will house more than 10 individual projects, creating employment opportunities for around 600 people and significantly impacting the local economy. Scheduled for September launch, the facility aims to produce various chemical products such as pentane, hexane, benzene, and caustic soda, with an anticipated annual production value reaching $240 million, of which $82 million worth of products are earmarked for export. The cluster is also expected to substitute imported goods valued at $123 million annually. President Shavkat Mirziyoyev was briefed on the project during his visit to Bukhara in May. The complex, boasting a production capacity of 460,000 tons, is poised to contribute approximately $17 million annually to the state budget. Central Asia is poised for a significant increase in freight traffic, with projections indicating a rise to 1.7 million 20-foot equivalent units by 2030. This forecast, reported by the Eurasian Development Bank, highlights a substantial expansion in the region's logistics capabilities. The growth is driven by the Eurasian Transport Network, comprising key international corridors like the Northern Eurasian Corridor, Trans-Eka, and the Trans-Caspian International Transport Route. These corridors facilitate trade between Asia, Europe, and the Middle East, potentially boosting freight traffic by up to 40% and reducing transport costs. Initiatives such as the Trans-Afghan Corridor and the China-Kyrgyzstan-Uzbekistan Transport Corridor are expected to further enhance infrastructure, supporting the region's transformation into a vital logistics hub. Despite these opportunities, challenges remain, including infrastructure bottlenecks and the need for increased investment in auxiliary facilities. The EBD stresses the importance of developing both physical and soft infrastructure, including digital transformation and improved coordination mechanisms, to fully realize the ETN's potential and foster economic growth across Central Asia. Uzbekistan has greenlit the international agreement for the joint implementation of the China-Kyrgyzstan-Uzbekistan railway project. The agreement, signed on June 6, 2024 in Beijing, formalizes collaboration between China's government, Kyrgyzstan Cabinet of Ministers, and Uzbekistan's government. Responsibility for executing this significant international agreement falls to Uzbekistan's Ministry of Transport, while the Cabinet of Ministers and relevant ministries are tasked with ensuring its strict adherence once operational. This initiative builds upon groundwork laid in Samarkand in September 2022, which included the project's technical and economic evaluation throughout last year. Field work by Chinese experts concluded in December 2023 on the new railway line, marking a milestone in discussions spanning over 2 decades. The railway's construction aims to expand trade and transportation routes, enhancing connections from China through Uzbekistan to Europe and the Persian Gulf via the strategic Southern Corridor. The successful implementation of this railway project is expected to bolster regional connectivity, foster economic cooperation, and create new trade opportunities across involved nations. President Shavkat Mirziyoyev of Uzbekistan welcomed a Japanese delegation led by Tadashi Maeda, chairman of the Japan Bank for International Cooperation, marking a significant step towards bolstering bilateral ties. The meeting focused on enhancing cooperation with JBIC and advancing joint projects involving Japanese companies. President Mirziyoyev highlighted the increasing volume of mutual trade and direct Japanese investments in Uzbekistan, including the establishment of new joint ventures. JBIC's role in implementing priority investment projects in Uzbekistan was acknowledged, with joint projects currently valued at over $3.7 billion across sectors such as petrochemicals, textiles, energy, and infrastructure modernization. Special recognition was given to Sojitz Corporation for its successful venture in Uzbekistan's oil and gas sector and the recent opening of its representative office in Tashkent. President Mirziyoyev emphasized the urgency of launching new cooperation projects swiftly, particularly in green energy, geology, infrastructure, utilities, and healthcare sectors. An agreement was reached during the meeting to adopt a comprehensive 3-year cooperation program with JBIC, aimed at deepening economic collaboration. Kazakhstan's space ambitions received a major boost with a $13 million grant from China, aimed at advancing computational astronomy, astrophysical research and scientific infrastructure. The grant, part of the Agreement on Technical and Economic Cooperation, finalized at the recent SCO summit, highlights deepening collaboration in space exploration between the two nations. Minister Zaslan Madiev, Kazakhstan's Digital Development, Innovation and Aerospace Industry Ministry, announced the grant, highlighting its focus on enhancing space industry capabilities through joint initiatives with Chinese counterparts. Projects include collaborative efforts on microsatellite research involving institutions like Kazakh National University and China's Northwestern Polytechnic University. Madiev also emphasized plans for Kazakhstan to contribute to the International Scientific Moon Station, marking a significant step towards deep space exploration. Experts suggest that Kazakhstan's expanding partnerships, including with China, may reshape its space strategy beyond traditional alliances. While China aims to enhance regional influence through such collaborations, challenges like the delayed Baitareik project at Baikonur highlight ongoing hurdles in modernizing launch infrastructure. Despite these complexities, Kazakhstan's strategic cooperation with China signals a new era in its space endeavors, potentially transforming Baikonur into an international cosmodrome open to multiple nations. In a significant development highlighting economic ties, discussions are underway between Kyrgyzstan and China regarding potential lithium mining ventures. Prime Minister Akilbek Japarov of Kyrgyzstan recently visited China, where talks were held with officials from Zikun Lithium, a prominent Chinese company specializing in lithium products. Zikun Lithium, renowned for its robust presence in China, is eyeing expansion into Central Asia, with plans to establish lithium mining operations and production facilities in Kyrgyzstan. The company recently inaugurated a lithium carbonate production plant in Xinjiang, set to double its capacity to 120,000 tons annually by 2025. The potential partnership with Kyrgyzstan marks a significant step in Zikun Lithium's strategy to bolster its foothold in the global lithium market. The exploration of lithium mining opportunities in Kyrgyzstan not only signifies deepening economic cooperation between the two nations, but also holds promise for Kyrgyzstan's role in the global supply chain for lithium, a crucial component in renewable energy technologies and electric vehicles. That's all for today's news. Stay tuned for more updates.